Within REIY's PowerBroker, you can create comparables reports for sold properties, on-market properties, and in escrow properties, and then compare them to your subject property for the financial indicators. To create the reports, first you must add your comparable properties to the Comps Manager. Simply go to the main menu bar and go to Comp Manager. This will open up your Comparables Manager where all of your comparable properties are stored. You can either add in new comparables here or upload them using a CSV file. Each comparable, if you open them up, can be set to 3 different statuses. On the General tab, you can see you have a status of either sold, on market, or in escrow. Please select the value you desire for each individual comp. If we are setting an on-market status or an active status, we select on market. Next, we need to update that comp. That comp will then be saved as an on-market or active comparable. Once you have added your on-market comparables, simply exit out of the Comp Manager and open your subject property, in this case my Von Karman Apartments. If I come to the Proposals tab, this is where I can generate sales comps, on-market comps, and in escrow comp reports. They are all found within the sales comp report, and to select your comps, click on the 3-dotted box next to sales comp. This will open an interface between the subject property and our Comps Manager. The first tab will be our options. This is where we can select the layout of our reports. As we have 3 separate statuses, sold, on market, and in escrow, we can also partition our reports to provide 3 separate reports, one for each status. If you would like that option, select Partitioned Comps. If you select Single Comp, that would create one report that includes all properties regardless of status. For our example, let's go ahead and select Partitioned Comps. I have included individual comps reports, individual charts, and a map. That will map each individual status and provide an overview of where each property is in relation to the subject. To select our comps, let's click on Select Comps, drill down to the individual comps that we would like, and click Refresh. This will show all of the properties that fit the parameters selected above. Here we have a status column. You can sort each comparable by status. If you wanted to select only on-market comps, you would be able to select the on-market comps and click Add Comps. If we wanted to include multiple statuses, I can add all the properties, click Save, and exit. Now, when I check mark my sales comp and run the report, I will have 3 separate reports, one for each status. Again, if I selected a single comp report, they would be in one report. Here, our first report is our recent sales comps, and it shows the 2 properties that have a status of sold in relation to our subject property. It gives an overview of each of them and then provides a map. Next would be our on-market comparables, and here are the 4 on-market comparables in relation to my subject property. It gives an overview of those 4 and a map. Next, we would have our in escrow comparables. Here I have 1 in escrow comparable and my subject property. Again, to create a partitioned comparables report for the 3 different statuses, please make sure you first enter in the appropriate status for each property in the Comps Manager, found on the General tab and Status. Make sure you update each property. Then come to your sales comp report, select if you want a single report or a partitioned report, select your properties, then click Preview and Save. Your report will then be created with 3 separate comparables reports, one for each of the different statuses of your comparables.